Hello students, I hope all of you are doing good. Let's start today's chapter, fractions. Fill in the boxes with the correct symbol, greater than, less than or equal to. 3 by 11 and 4 by 11. See, the denominator is same. So which one is greater? This one is greater. Okay. And B part, 3 by 4, 3 by 5. This time numerators are same. Okay. So which will be greater? This one is greater. Okay. A fraction is a part of a whole. If a whole thing is divided into equal parts, each part is a fraction. It is made up of two parts. Numerator, the number above the bar, fraction bar, and denominator, the number below the bar. The numerator tells how many of the equal parts have been taken. The denominator tells how many equal parts are there in the whole. Fraction can be used to name a part of a group of things. In the above figure, you can see we have 8 figures, out of which 3 are triangles. So we write 3 by 8 are triangles. Representation of a fraction on a number line. The fraction 2 by 7 is shown on the number line as C. We have learned in previous class that we write 0 and 1, then the denominator is 7, so we will divide this in 7 equal parts. Okay, so this is 2 by 7. 2 by 7 is less than 1, so we draw the number line from 0 to 7 and divide it into 7 equal parts. Therefore, denominator is equal to 7. The arrow shows the fraction 2 by 7. Now, types of fractions. Like fractions. Fractions which have the same denominator are called like fractions. Like these 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 5, all are having same denominators. Number 2, unlike fractions. Fractions having different denominators are called unlike fractions. Like these, all these fractions have different denominators. Proper fractions. Proper fractions whose numerators are less than their denominators are called proper fractions. For example, 1 by 2, numerator is smaller than denominator. 3 by 5, numerator is smaller than denominator. Okay. Improper fractions, fractions in which numerator are greater than or equal to their denominators are called improper fractions. The value of an improper fraction is greater or equal to 1. For example, 3 by 2. Numerator is greater than denominator. This is improper fraction and its value is greater than 1. Okay. 5 mixed numbers. They consist of a whole number and a proper fraction. Example, 3 whole 1 by 2. 3 is a whole number while 1 by 2 is a fraction. So this is a mixed number. Okay. Remember, 3 whole 1 by 2 is a 3 plus 1 by 2. Okay. 3 and 1 are not multiplied but they are added. Okay. Number 6, equivalent fractions. 2 or more fractions representing the same part of a whole are called equivalent fractions. Example, 1 by 3, 2 by 6 and 3 by 9. In the case of equivalent fractions, we observe that A, the product of the numerator of the first and the denominator of the second is equal to the product of the numerator of the second and the denominator of the first. For example, 1 by 3 and 2 by 6, these are equivalent fractions. Okay. So, what we learned here, the product of numerator of the first and the denominator of the second, that is 1 into 6 is equals to 6, and the product of the numerator and product of the numerator of the second and the denominator of the first, that is 2 into 3 is equals to 6. Both are equal. Okay. B, we get equivalent fractions of a given fraction by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by same whole numbers other than 0. Example, 1 by 3 into 3 by 3 means we'll multiply numerator and denominator by the same number, so we'll get 3 by 9. Okay. So 1 by 3 and 3 by 9, these are equivalent fractions. Okay. Similarly, 1 by 5 and 6 by 30 are equivalent fractions. See, if we divide both numerator and denominator of equivalent fractions by the same whole number, we get the original factor. Okay. See, if we divide both numerator and denominator of equivalent fractions by the same whole number, we get the original factor. For example, 1 by 3 is equals to 2 by 6 is equals to 3 by 9. Okay, these are equivalent fractions. Let's divide it by 2. We'll get 1 by 3, 3 by 9. If we divide it by 3, we'll get 1 by 3, right? Number 7, reciprocal fractions. When the product of two fractions is equal to 1, they are called reciprocal fractions. Here for reciprocal fraction, numerator and denominator are interchanged. For example, 2 by 5, its reciprocal is 5 by 2. Okay. Here numerator and denominator have been exchanged. Denominator has become numerator and numerator has become denominator. Okay. 8. Unit fractions. Fractions with 1 as numerator are called unit fractions. Example, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5. Now, reducing to lowest term. To reduce fractions to their lowest terms, we divide both the numerator and the denominator with their HCF. For example, you have to reduce 15 by 25 to its lowest term. Okay. So, we have this fraction 15 by 25. Okay. So, you have to divide this by the HCF of these two numbers. Okay. So, HCF of these two numbers is 5. So, let's divide by 5. 3 by 5. Alternatively, we can divide 15 and 25 by the common factors. Here, common factors of 15 and 25 are 1 and 5. Example 2, reduce 210 and 350 to its lowest term. Okay. So, here what will we do? 2, 5, 7 are common factors of 210 and 350. So, dividing by 2, 5, 7 respectively means first we will divide by 2, then we will divide by 5, then we will divide by 7, then we will get the reduced form of or lowest term of this particular fraction. Okay. See, if you divide it by 2, what will you get? 105, 175. Okay. Now, you will divide by 5. Okay. So, you will get here 21, here 35. Now, divide this fraction by 7, 3 by 5. So, 3 by 5 is the lowest term for 210 by 350. Okay. Writing a fraction in simplest form. A fraction is in its simplest form when its numerator and denominator have no common factors other than 1. Fractions such as 1 by 2, 2 by 5, 3 by 8 are all fractions in their simplest form. In 1 by 2, there is no common factor of 1 and 2 except 1. Likewise, the only factor of 2 and 5 is 2 by 5 is 1 and 3 and 8 and 3 by 8 is 1. Example, express the following fractions in their simplest form. So, how we'll do it? See, divide both, in this case, divide both the numerator and denominator by a common factor. And in this case, 6 and 8, only 2 is a common factor. So, we will divide 6 and 8 by 2, then we will get 3 by 4. Next, a fraction is 18 by 20. Okay. So, 2 is the common factor of both these numbers. So, we will divide this by 2. Then 9 by 5, here 3 is the common factor of 9 and 15. So, we will divide this fraction 9 by 15 by 3. Okay. Hence, the simplest form of 18 by 30 is a 3 by 5 because 3 and 5 have no common factor except 1. Note, to reduce a fraction to its lowest form, keep dividing by common factors until the only common factor is 1. Okay. 210 by 330. Okay. First, we will divide by 2 because 2 is the common factor. Here we will get 105 upon 165. Okay. Then we will divide by 3. Divided by 3, we will get here 35 and 55. Then divide lastly by 5. Okay, 5 and 5. 7 by 11. Okay, so 7 by 11 is the lowest term for this fraction. Okay, now comparing fractions. While comparing fractions, we need to consider the following cases. Number 1, fractions with like denominators and unlike numerators. If two fractions have the same denominator, then the fraction with the greater numerator is greater than the smaller numerator. Examples, in fraction 3 by 7 and 2 by 7, which one is greater? 3 by 7, because they see both the denominators are equal, and in this case if the numerator is greater, then the fraction is greater. Okay, in fraction 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7, which one is greater? 6 by 7 is greater than 5 by 7 and 5 by 7 is greater than 4 by 7. Okay, here we talked about fractions with like denominators. Now number 2, fraction with like numerators and unlike denominators. If two fractions have the same numerator but different denominators, then the fractions having the smaller denominator is greater than the other. Example, in the fractions 2 by 5, 2 by 7 and 2 by 9. See, numerator are same but denominator are not same. So in this case, which fraction is greater? Whose denominator is smaller. That means 2 by 5 is greater than 2 by 7 and 2 by 7 is greater than 2 by 9. Okay. Number 3, fractions with unlike numerators and denominators. In such cases, we first convert the fractions into like fractions by taking the LCM of their denominator and then compare them. Example, which one is greater, 3 by 11 or 5 by 7? See, neither denominators are same nor numerators are same. So in this case, we're gonna take first LCM of 11 and 7. Okay, remember we always take LCM of denominators only. Okay, so we have this fraction 3 by 11 and 5 by 7. 11 and 5 by 7. So we'll take LCM of 11 and 7. 77. Now we have to LCM is 77. Now we will make the denominator 77. So we will multiply it by 7 and here also 7. So 21 by 77. Now next fraction is 5 by 7. Here also we will make the denominator 77. So we will have to multiply with 11 and 55 by 77. Now the denominators are same. Okay, now we can compare them easily. Which one is greater? 55 by 7. 77 is greater than 21 by 77. That is 5 by 7 is greater than 3 by 11. Okay. Example 2, arrange the following fractions in ascending order. Okay, now we have to arrange these fractions in ascending order. What will we do? First, we will take LCM of denominator, that is 4, 6, 8, 12 and the LCM is 24. Okay, now we will make a denominator 24 of each fraction like we did in this example, and after making denominator same, we can easily compare. Okay, and then we'll arrange in ascending orders, right? Let's do exercise 4.1. Write 6 fractions equivalent to each of the following. 2 by 5. You have to write 6 fractions which are equivalent to this fraction. You can write any fraction. Okay. 2 by 5. Let's multiply it by 2. 2 2s are 4 and 5 2s are 10. 2 3s are 6 and 5 3s are 15. 2 4s are 8 and 5 4s are 20. 2 5s are 10, 5 5s are 25. 2 6 are 12 and 5 6 are 30. 2 7s are 14 and 5 7s are 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the fractions, 6 fractions which are equivalent to 2 by 5. Students, whenever we want equivalent fractions, what you have to do is just like you have a fraction, multiply both numerator and denominator by same number. In that case, you will get the equivalent fractions, right? Addition and subtraction of fraction. To add or subtract like fractions, that is fractions with the same denominator. When we add or subtract fractions with the same denominator, we just add or subtract the numerator and keep the denominator same. Okay, for example, 3 by 7 plus 2 by 7. We will just add numerator, denominator is common. So 5 by 7 is the answer. Okay, and subtraction also, we will subtract numerator only. Okay, like 8 minus 5 is 3 and denominator will be same, right? Now, to add or subtract fraction with different denominator. When we add fractions with different denominators, we change the fractions having the same denominator. This common denominator is the least common denominator of the given fractions. Note, the least common denominator of two fractions is the same as the least common multiple of their denominators. That is LCM of denominators. Okay. Therefore, to add or subtract unlike fractions, write the given fractions as equivalent of fractions with the least common denominator, that is LCM of the denominators, and then add or subtract like fractions. For example, these are the unlike fractions and we have to add them. Let's do it. So, we have a 2 by 3 plus a 3 by 4. Okay. Denominators are not same. So, what we're going to do is we'll take LCM of 3 and 4, which is 12. Okay. Now, what will you do? Okay. You will make denominator 12. 8 by 12. And here you will multiply by 3, 9 by 12. Now, they have become like fractions. Now, you can add them easily. We will add numerators only, 8 plus 9 upon 12. So, 17 by 12 is the answer, or this is, you can also write it in mixed numbers. Okay. Second method, 2 by 3 plus 3 by 4. Okay, you know the LCM is 12. Okay. For making this number 12, we have to multiply this by 4. So, and this also 4. So, 2 4s are 8. And for making this number 12, we will multiply this number by 3 and this number also 3. We will multiply by 3. So, 3 3s are 9. Here 17 by 12 is the answer, or you can also change it into mixed fraction. Okay. Similarly, you will do this example also, right? Addition and subtraction of mixed numbers with same denominator. Now, you have to add mixed numbers but having same denominator, like 1 whole 1 by 4 plus 2 whole 2 by 4. Okay. So, here in this case denominator are same. First, we will add whole numbers, that is 1 plus 2. Okay. Then, we will plus these fractions, 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4. Okay. 3 plus 1 plus 2, 3 by 4, and the final answer is this. Okay. Example 2, first method. In first method, we will first change this mixed number into improper fraction. Okay. Let's have a look. 3 whole 5 by 6 plus 4 whole 3 by 6. Okay. So, we have to convert this number into improper fraction. What will you do? We will multiply this and then add. 3 6 are 18 plus 5 23 by 6 plus 4 6 are 24 and you will plus it, 24 plus 3 27 by 6. Now, denominators are same. Now, we can add 23 by 20 plus 27 by 6. Okay, and you will get 50 by 6. Now, we will reduce it to the lowest form. So, lowest form is 25 by 3. Now, this is improper fraction. We can also change it into mixed number. We will divide 25 by 3. 3 8s are 24. Quotient is, so what is the formula of writing a mixed number? Quotient remainder upon divisor. Quotient is 8, which will become the whole number. Remainder is 1. And divisor is 3. So, this is the answer. Okay. And in second method, what will you do? You will add first which we have done in example 1. First you will add whole numbers and then we'll add fractions. Okay. Note, here we have used two more concepts, changing the improper fraction 8 by 6 to a mixed number, that is 1 plus 2 by 6, and then reducing 2 by 6 to its simplest form. Okay. Addition and subtraction of mixed numbers with different denominator. Okay. Whenever there are different denominators, we always take LCM and then we make the denominator same. Okay. So you have to add 3 whole 1 by 4 plus 4 whole 1 by 2. Okay. So method 1 is, first we will add whole numbers. Okay, 3 plus 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Okay, 3 plus 4 is 7, and plus we will add them separately by taking LCM. LCM is 4. Okay, there is already 4, no need to multiply. And for here, for making 2 4, we will multiply it by 2, and here also we will multiply by 2. So plus 2. So 7 plus 3 by 4 is the answer. 7 whole 3 by 4. This is the first method. And the second method is what? In second method, what will we do? First, we will convert a mixed number into improper fractions. Okay, 3 whole 1 by 4 plus 4 whole 1 by 2. 3 4s are 12 plus 1, 13 by 4 plus 4 2s are 12 plus 1, 9 by 2. Now, we will take the LCM. LCM is 4. Okay. Here denominator is already 4, no need to change. Numerator will be as it is, plus. For making this number 4, we will multiply it by 2, and then we will also multiply 9 by 2. Okay. So what will we get? 9 into 2 is 18. Now 8 plus 3, 11, 1 carry, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 31 by 4. Okay. And subtraction of mixed numbers, will be done by the same method. Okay. Now properties of addition of fractions. Changing the order of two addends doesn't change the sum. For example, 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5 is equals to 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5 is equals to 3 by 5. This is called commutative property of addition of fractions. Pictorially, it can be shown as 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5, it gives 3 by 5. Okay, and 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5, it also gives 3 by 5, right? By actual addition, you can yourself verify that these fractions, no matter in which order you add them, the sum will remain same, right? Changing the way in which we group the addends do not change the sum. For example, 2 by 10 plus 3 by 10 plus a 4 by 10 is equals to this. See, 2 by 10 plus 3 by 10 plus 4 by 10 is equals to 2 plus 3 by 10 plus 4 by 10. 5 by 10 plus 4 by 10 is equals to 9 by 10. Okay, and if we change the grouping of addends, like 2 by 10 plus 3 by 10 plus 4 by 10, answer remains the same. Okay, so this is called the grouping properties of addition of fraction, and it is also known as associative property of addition of fractions. Additive property of 0. 5 by 8 plus 0 is equals to 5 by 8, and 0 plus 5 by 8 is equals to 5 by 8. Thus, the sum of a fraction and 0 is the fraction itself. 0 is called additive identity of addition of fractions. Okay. Now, word problems. Example 1. Anju adds 5 by 9 liter of apple juice to 1 by liter of orange juice to make a fruit punch. How many liters of fruit punch does she have? Okay, Anju is making fruit punch by adding apple juice and orange juice together. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to add the quantity of apple juice and orange juice. Okay, see, what will we do here? We'll add quantity of fruit juice in liters, 5 by 9 plus 1 by 2. Okay, denominators are not equal, so we will take LCM. LCM of 9 and 2 is equals to 80. Okay, so now we will make this denominator 18. by multiplying it 2. So, we will multiply 5 by 2 also, and plus by making this denominator 18, we will multiply it by 9, and we will also multiply 1 by 9. 5 2s are 10 plus 9 by 18 is equals to 19 by 18 is the answer, liter. Or you can change it into mixed number also. You will get 1 whole 1 by 18 liter of fruit punch. Okay. Example 2, Pinky had this much of red cloth and she used 2 whole 1 by 2 of ribbon to wrap gift. How much ribbon is left with her? Okay. She had total this much ribbon and she has used this much. So, how much is left? You will subtract this one from this one. Okay. And then you will get the answer. Okay. Let's do the exercise. Add 1 whole 1 by 3 plus a 3 whole 1 by 3. So, we will add first whole numbers 1 plus 3, then plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. This is 4 plus 1 plus 1, 2 by 3, and the answer is 4 whole 2 by 3, right? Word problems. Ajay's mother bought 2 pieces of cheese, one weighing 7 by 8 of a kg and the other weighing 6 by 8 of a kg. How many kilograms did the 2 weigh together? Okay. 2 pieces of cheese were bought by Ajay's mother and we have to find out the total weight. Okay. So, weight of first cheese. First piece of cheese, you can say. First piece of cheese is what? 7 by 8 kilogram. And weight of a second piece of cheese is equals to 6 by 8. So, total weight is 7 by 8 plus 6 by 8. Okay. And students, do not forget to write the unit. Okay. So, we will add unit at last. 7 plus 6 by 18 is equals to 13 by 8 kg, or you can also change it into mixed number. And in mixed number, what will you get? You will get this answer 1 whole 8 ones are 8, and then when you will minus 8 from 13, you will get a 5. Okay. So, 1 whole 5 by 8 kg is the answer, right? Next topic is multiplication of fractions. While multiplying fractions, we consider following examples. Number 1, multiplication of a fractional number by a whole number. The rule to be followed as fraction into whole number. Numerator of fraction into whole number upon denominator of fraction. For example, you have this number 2 by 15 into 16. You will multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Okay. So, 2 into 6 by 15. 2 into 6 is 12 by 15, and you can reduce it to its lowest term also. Okay. Now, what if there is an improper fraction? So, you have this number 3 whole 1 by 5 into 7. First, you will convert it into improper fraction. 3 5s are 15 plus 1, 16 by 5 into 7. Now, you will multiply 16 by 7 by 5. Okay. So, you will get 112 by 5, and you can also convert it into mixed number. So, you will get 22 whole 2 by 5. Right. Number 2 is a multiplication of a fractional number by another fractional number. The rule to be followed is the product of two fractional numbers is numerator of first and into numerator of second, and denominator of first into denominator of second, or product of numerators upon product of denominators. For example, 13 by 15 and 3 by 5. You will multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. So, 39 by 75 is the answer. Okay. And in this case also, first you will convert mixed number into improper fraction and then will multiply, right? Multiplication of more than 2 fractional numbers. When multiplying more than 2 fractional numbers, we have the following rule. Product of 2 or more fractions is equal to product of all numerators, product of all denominators. Okay. And number 2, do cancellation of a numerator of any one with a denominator of any one if they have common factors. Okay, see, find the product of these three fractions. Okay, 7 by 8, 8 by 9 and 9 by 10. Okay, we can cancel them out if any of them have common factors, like 8 8 goes, 9 9 goes. So we have remaining 7 by 10. Okay. Example 2, find the product of these fractions which are in mixed number. So first you will convert them into improper fraction. 2 6 are 12 plus 5, 17 by 6 into 8 3s are 24 plus 1, 25 by 3 into 6 4s are 24 plus 1, 25 by 4. Okay. Now you can, okay, there is one whole number also which is 3, right? So you can write here or anywhere. So 3 3 goes, right, and then you will multiply 17 into 25 into 25 upon 6 into 4. Okay, and then you will get this answer. Okay. Now properties of multiplication of fractions. Order of the multiplications doesn't change the product. Number 2, the product of a fraction and 1 is a fraction itself. Number 3, the product of a fraction and 0 is a 0 itself. Okay. Now division of fractions. To understand a division of fractions, we should know what a reciprocal of a fraction means. Number 1, reciprocal of a fraction. Let's see the following example. 1 whole 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. Okay, so this is the number when we'll convert it into mixed improper fraction. 1 into 2 plus 1, 3 by 2. Okay, and we will multiply this by 2 by 3. The product is what? 1. The number 3 by 2 and 2 by 3 are alike in the sense that they consist of the same numerals, that is 2 and 3. If we compare the numerator, we will find that numerator of one is the denominator of the other. The product of such number is always 1 and they are called reciprocals. Reciprocals are numbers pairs that have the product 1. Okay, example, divide 2 by 5 by 10. Okay, let's divide it. 2 by 5 by 10. Okay, so what will you do? 2 by 5, we will write it as it is and we will do the reciprocal of this number, but now we will, here is division, we will write here sign of multiplication and then we'll do the reciprocal of this number 10. The reciprocal of this number is 1 by 10. Okay, and then we can cut this. 2 5s are 15. So 1 upon 25 is the answer. Number 2, dividing a whole number by a fraction. Example, 3 divided by 1 by 5 is the same as finding how many 1/5 are there in 3 wholes. Okay, pictorially it is represented by this, and counting the number of 1 by 5 in 3 wholes we get, see, what will we do? We will do reciprocal of this, and 3 5s are 15, which can also be obtained by working out as 3 into 5 is equals to 15. To divide fractions, multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay. Next, dividing a fraction by a fraction. Example, divide 5 by 12 by 4 by 15. Okay. Step 1, write the mixed number as an improper fraction or a whole number as fraction, as the case may be. Okay, multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. Step 3, write the product in the simplest form. Step 4, convert to a mixed number if the product is an improper fraction. Okay, so here what will you do? Just do the reciprocal of this. Okay, now 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. 25 by 16. Okay, and now we should convert it into mixed number. So we'll get 1 whole 9 by 16. Okay, and in this example, first we will convert them into improper fraction and then we'll divide. Okay, word problems. Example 1. Mrs. Rana cut a 20-meter rope into pieces, each 2 whole 1/2 meter long. How many pieces could she cut? Okay. Number of pieces she cut? 20 divided by 2 whole 1/2. Okay. So, we'll convert this mixed number into improper fraction. We'll get 5/2. Now, do the reciprocal of this. 4. So, 4 2s are 8. That means she cut 8 pieces. Okay. Exercise 4.3. Number 1, multiply the following. 7/12 into 6. Okay. We can cut these number from 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 12. Okay. Now, 7 into 3/4. 7 3s are 21/4. Now, convert this improper fraction into mixed number. 4 5s are 20 and 1/4. So, this is the answer. Right. Now, students, you will do the practice of remaining questions.